Assalamu alaikum. Fasting during the stay-at-home period cannot be difficult. But there's so much you can do. Now today, inshallah, at 3 o'clock, we got up for Tahajjud, did Sawar, and then listened to all the bayans in the radio, and with the azan, prayed this Subh prayers. Since then soon after the prayers, this is what I did. This is the zikr, 100 subhanallah, 100 salawat and 100 istighfar. Then there are so many other things that we could do. Then in my 30 years training in the Tabligh Jamaat, in a small way, I was really like passenger going the footboard with all my problems of the 83. I was with the Tabligh, and I had inconsistent touch with them, starting from Karim Bhai to the last. This Talim, it's an abridged approach to the Hadith. So the question was going through the Talim. And then also, the next is the translation of the Quran. Now it's very important, this period, you should constantly recite the Quran. But this is a month of the Quran, where Allah speaks to you. Then the question is this: Quran was sent with a purpose. When you listen to the Quran, that's Nanma. Here, read it as Nanma. But the main purpose is Allah is speaking to you through the Quran. Understand it. So those who understand the Quran and recite it, I'm sorry, it should really be clarified with the ulema, they will be raised up with the angels. That's the purpose. So to know the Quran further, you must go to the tafsirs. But there are also, the right thing is, don't do these things alone, because shaitan could get, always go to an ulema. But then the modern days, with all the practical difficulties, you can always vouch on Tafsir Ibn Qadir, which is free from unauthentic hadith, quite lucid and nice. It has all the further clarifications. And then once you start reading the Quran and start pondering and thinking and live that life, that's what Allah wants. Then reading the Quran, understanding is one. Then the practical usage of the Quran is Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's Balka Malamuri. So you have to live the life of Prophet. We can always interpret those things this way, that do it on the approved way what Allah has approved, and that can be always followed in the lifestyle of the Holy Prophet. So always the best thing is to go with the path of Allah. We all make mistakes. The only thing, Allah is great. So this quiet stay-at-home program, alhamdulillah, no unwanted jobs, unwanted going out, doing this or doing that. You always stay at home and do enough of amal, and it's a great blessings in disguise. So there are so many prayers, sunnah prayers, always 24 hours. You can be Tulu. After Tahajjud, the Subh prayer, then after some time you can pray Ishraq prayers, Luha prayers. And then if you have a little tight corner, some problem, pray 2 rakat istikara. When you feel that something is really okay, pray 2 rakat shukur. My God, you must keep on praying, man, praying. Allah is so great. See how wonderful He had created mankind. He had given all the resources within nature, the food, the medicine, everything. So all this is in the Quran. See, Ram says, Surah Al-Nahl, it speaks of the bee that takes the honey, and it's also therapy, like that. So, Allah has given everything. So really today, I don't know, I'm very scared to make statements, but then it's not correct to give personal opinions, but then, anyway, let me just speak of it. But then, fasting days, I don't want to make any statement. Always better to pay through an ulama. But just a conversation between you and me. Just see this coronavirus, and parallel to that, is the global warming. So at first we were scared of the global warming. Why? With the expansion of technology, it went at a rate, it kept on one side destroying nature, and other side bringing a great imbalance to the world. Then there was the threat of global warming, the ozone layer to be destroyed, the Himalayas to melt, and the sea to go underwater. That's the climate change. If the climate change succeeded, this planet Earth would have been another Mars, a dead planet. Alhamdulillah, it's a blessing in disguise. Prior to the climate change came the surprise of the coronavirus. Whether that virus came naturally or it was made in a factory in China, that is left to be seen. But whatever it is doing a lot of good. Coronavirus is locking us all up at home, and plants, vegetations, bees, birds, they are getting the freedom to roam about. So you can see in London, in New York, everywhere, the animals have come out. So as a common sense, we can understand is, has not man exceeded the limits? When God created, He created everything, whole of mankind. But then, so man, at the first run, with this talk of science, it looked good. But when he went beyond that, he started to damage everything. Even the normal natural fertilizers that we had in the ground, where organic decomposition took place and everything, plants, they were all self-balanced. But with those advances, those structural differences were broken up. Then there were insects, one insect that damaged the plant, there was another insect to kill them off. It was all balanced. With the use of pesticides, that has gone on. Then with this advancement, polythene, this, that and the other. The food we got to eat is poison, the air got to drink is poison, everything is poison, and my God. And there was no future, the generation. The people who cried were young children, and they all found, even the UNO or the world politics or the world leaders, they were all after power and money. So they want to go after factory and exploiting the world. And if not for the coronavirus, it would have been a big disaster. Maybe in coronavirus, even if the entire humanity goes in perishes even, you should be really happy that the plants and the herbs and the animals and insects will survive. That's a great thing. But on the other hand, if there was a global change, global warming, there's nothing. Life will be in extinction permanently. So, mashallah, coronavirus will go off. It is come after some time. Things are going to go, and a lot of society is going to become more regimented. They know that they know their limits. At least in future, if man will try to be more kind to animals and plants and herbs and all that, they are all God's creation, and live within our limits. Because we live a short life, don't try to over-exceed and damage. Don't damage another man, don't damage another insect, don't damage another. Live, it's their life. If they have their sector, don't try to rape the forest, don't try to destroy plants, don't try to. As much as you have a right to live, they also have a right to live. That is the message that the coronavirus is giving. You listen to it and abide by that. It will go off. There's nothing to coronavirus. It's one about. It had done something for a better good. So now we Muslims, now we have the fast. Now we have enough time to concentrate into divinity, to pray our God, to God, to bring this under control. But Allah says, I'm sorry, I don't make statements at all because I'm nobody. But whatever it is I know, pray to God, but we have faith, but then make use and have control yourself. Be happy with your resources. Don't exceed your limits. Don't believe in this so-called modern technology and science. It's only a farce. Go back to the books, the scripture, the Quran. Everything is there. Your medicine, you read. As a Muslim on a fasting, I would say, read the Quran, wonderful. Listen to it, still wonderful. But learn its meaning deep is the most wonderful thing. Allah says on various aspects of life, business, marriage, this, that, and anything and everything is there in the Quran. So if he's the creator, it's a guidebook. He had sent so many books before, Torah, Injil, or Quran is the last and final testament. You must read it. And reading the Quran alone is not enough. Live the life of the Holy Prophet. Then only Quran can be well interpreted. And do this ikhlas for the sake of Allah. And Allah will always reward you back. Alhamdulillah. May Allah bless you. I'm sorry if I had made any mistakes as a Muslim or a fasting day. Forgive me. It's only an effort to do dawah. Assalamu alaikum. May Allah give rahmat and give hidayah to the Kullu Ummat and make all these adversities turn into a better reality of life in this world and the other. Assalamu alaikum. Good luck, goodbye. It's Alhamdulillah. Yes, I should say the right word. Zahir Haji calling you from Colombo, Sri Lanka. Assalamu alaikum.